yeah.
I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my...
Whoa, Kenny. I'm the long hair and I all talk tough like a box top. We switch the top off, head it, turn quick just to get it off. No deal, shawty, you just a knock off. Check it, no Coca-Cola, I'm the one that pop off. Hit me, my Motorola if you need to. Every day, no, I ain't never call off. Talk on Instagram, it'll make you log off.
My girl. So you talking about what? I got nothing, man. I got nothing on no name.
Good evening from Toyota Center. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, yes, we are ready for takeoff.
And Ed, the Rockets are flying high. If they keep feeding the beard or feeding the streets, either way, this is a lethal backcourt.
It's been a launching pad for threes and so much more. Let's get ready for the tip. The opening tip goes the way of the Rockets. They'll have it first as we're underway in Houston. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical. So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in LA. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in LA now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Rockets ball. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Beverly into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Ryan missed a short one there. Capella to Harden. And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Beverly. For three. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Harden into the front court. 10-2 the score. Slam dunk.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Harden with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Danilo Gallinari at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Beverly into the front court. His team down 9. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely, but everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named 6th man of the year, and that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Montrezl Harrell trying to cash in on the three-point play. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career.
Oh, I see you been working out, huh?
To P.J. Tucker. Harden. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Finish that. Curling inside. Montrezl Harrell with the block. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Tucker. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Harden.
Double, double, double.
Trying to cash in. Harden shot, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Beverly into the front court, trailing by 10. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Take stock of the floor. To P.J. Tucker. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Williams. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Double team, double team.
Deep right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden, 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Clippers have the basketball. Williams to Beverly. Has a chance. Beverly shot no good.
Here we go, we got him.
To P.J. Tucker. Goes to the right side. Tucker.
Let him out.
To Harden. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Shot the ball, Come on here, come on. Watch the cutter, man.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Patrick Beverly at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Now, I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
Harden. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Short jumper stays out. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Ivica Zubac. He's got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Capella. Oh, emphatic slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Gilgeous-Alexander. JaMychal Green against Tucker. Count the basket at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. The drive, right to the basket. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
I'm here.
To Harden. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Harden. It's LA Clippers ball. Gilgeous-Alexander. LA with 4 to shoot. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Harden with it up top. The lead is 15.
I got him. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gilgeous-Alexander. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. And the rebound comes down to Harden. Harden in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. Short jumper misses.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Got it.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you, but it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
I got ball.
Pass to the rim. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Harden.
Make it hard on him. Nothing easy.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Fires the three. Not going down here. Gordon with it. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Deep three at the buzzer. So the Rockets with the lead after one at Toyota Center. Jay and I return to Houston after this. It's the NBA, and it's on EA Sports. Head coach Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LA Clippers with the basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander to Bamutek. Going to launch beyond the arc. Locked in. Luke Bamutek. Tough shot for three.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on the regular.
All right, let's do this.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it down off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Rivers into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Substitution being made in this one. Austin Rivers. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Williams. Trying to cash in. Gallinari off the mark. Houston takes over.
I got him. Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Austin Rivers. It's a big finish. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Rivers with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Rises for the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Williams.
Got to get through the screen. Get through it. Get through it.
Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Williams' shot won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Fareed to P.J. Tucker. Even to Zubats, snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Clippers have the basketball. Williams. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Rivers. Here comes the screen. Austin Rivers. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
End score, strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Williams on the drive, but his shot won't fall. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report.
The Rockets will start the second half with a decent lead.
They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
The Clippers were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half.
They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Clippers struggle to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining, and see you again after the game.
Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Williams. Lou Williams. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. Nice pass to set things up.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Williams across the timeline. Down a bundle. To Beverly. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Beverly. 24-second violation. Harden.
Hey, y'all gonna have to send some help over here.
Looking for his man. He throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
It's the Clippers with the possession now.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Sizing up the defense. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. It was right there to Capella. Patrick Beverly sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to Williams. Screen coming. Probing the defense. Shot clock winding down. Williams. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Rocking the rim.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Won't go down. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Iman Shumpert. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
That's a mini bucket.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Clint Capella rejects it. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Cruises inside for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Williams. To Beverly. Here comes the screen. Patrick Beverly. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Rockets have it. Harden. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly. Cleaning the offensive glass. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Harden into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Williams. Knock loose. Rockets come up with it. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. Even to Zubats. Pins it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. New blood coming in for both sides. Tucker. To Harden. Good look that time, but off the mark. Bamute. The rebound belongs to Houston. To Harden. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To P.J. Tucker. JaMychal Green with a piece.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
4-3. Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there. Well defended. The follow won't go either. Houston with the basketball. Fires the three, drills the three.
Crafty, Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Bamute. Clint Capella swats it. That's going to be out of bounds. Time to shuffle things up.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, number 10.
To Bamute.
Here comes screen. Here comes screen. Here comes screen.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Rockets have the steal.
Don't turn the ball over, man. Come on, man. Hey, you mind?
Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Pushing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Capella. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To P.J. Tucker. Bambute with the rebound. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. The follow won't go either. There you go. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
I got ball. I got ball. I'm here. I'm here.
And counted at the rim.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Short jumper off the mark. To Capella. Off the assist.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Here comes the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocked loose. Rockets have it. To P.J. Tucker. From the painted area, won't go down. Another chance. Clint Capella tips it. That's his third block this evening.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And that's rebounded by Houston. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it down to Bambute. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Hey, switch. I got him.
Bambute.
1 minute in the third quarter.
Curling inside, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Jerome Robinson at the line. First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip.
I got ball. That's me.
And count the basket inside.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Clippers have the basketball. Here comes the screen.
Coming, screen left, coming, screen left.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing going here on that drive. To Capella. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Three quarters complete. It's been all Rockets. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they...
All right, let's bring the fire. Let's bring the fire to him.
Substitutions. Substitutions.
Beyond the arc for three. Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Williams. Off the mark. And the Rockets clear the board. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Williams. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Right.
And stuffs it home. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Danilo Gallinari sends it away. Fourth this contest. It's the Clippers with the possession now. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
The hustle keeps the ball in play. And throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Williams into the front court. His guys down big. Clint Capella able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Williams across the timeline. Down a bundle. To Beverly. To Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range, and Lou Williams buries the three with a hand in his face.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
It's LA Clippers ball. Williams. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Count the bucket for two.
Man, he's just out here swerving and serving.
To Capella. Count it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Williams into the front court. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Lou Williams putting three on the board.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Has a look. Count it. That's belief right there on his shot.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
I got ball. It's all me.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
I got your help. I got your help. Don't worry. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
For three, I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
To Williams.
Right.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Not going down for him this time. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game. The Rockets could not have been more dominant in this game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Clippers seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Check out the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Assists.
The Houston Rockets showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, They got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Houston Rockets. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.